Where did you meet? How did you meet?
That's an interesting one.
We met in Egypt whilst we were studying in Egypt in Al-Azhar University, and we came back and we got married.
When I was studying here in Cambridge at CMC, we got married mid-year. So that was
Whilst you were still studying.
whilst I was still studying here, and the following year she ended up joining CMC as well. So that was quite exciting for both of us to be part of the same college.
Yeah. He loved the course.
I love the course
So much.
from the first day.
Yeah.
And
He called me and he was like, "You need to do this course. It doesn't matter if we're apart for a year. You need to do this course. Trust me, you're going to benefit from it."
Welcome back to CMC, your alma mater. As you know, we all share the same ideal, to be khuddam al-abd, servants of those who are servants of the one who is himself a slave, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's about service from beginning to end. We need to see where people are, reach out to them, help them, be merciful, try and be brotherly towards not just the sons and daughters of the Ummah, but to all of Bani Adam. So that's the vision, as I take it, of CMC, and we have all been in touch with a refreshingly large number of our graduates.
The reason why I came to CMC was because I found that in my Islamic studies, studying classical sciences, I found that there was a bit of a gap between the real world and between these classical texts that I was studying, which were probably 800 years old or 900 years old. I chose to take this option and study in the Cambridge Muslim College, and it was the best decision of my life. And alhamdulillah, with this training, I've gone back to Darul Uloom and it's totally changed my outlook on how to approach the Islamic sciences, even though I'm studying classically, and how to apply them in the modern context.
This was probably the best educational pursuit that I've done. I just found it very refreshing, and the perspectives, a very positive outlook on Islam and, you know, in the West.
Every single module is different, and the whole idea behind the course is that you take someone who has studied in Islamic bubble, if you want to call it, as in a Darul Uloom, who's lived there, mixed with people of a similar kind, students of a similar kind. The conversations are very similar, and then you come into a place where you're just introduced to loads of different ideas. You get different lecturers for different topics, even the students are from a different background.
we had some really good colleagues. It felt like that we weren't
a family.
Yeah.
I think CMC they've orchestrated this kind of environment where they've encouraged this work together, wash dishes together, study together, do homework together.
Yeah. And because they've opened it up to everybody, you have people from different academic
so
backgrounds,
many different backgrounds,
different ages, different madrasas coming together under one roof.
When you come out of a madrasa, sometimes you feel like you are you're fighting a losing battle. But when I came to CMC, I realized that there's a lot more people that are on this cause. There's a lot more people in this movement. You're exposed to so many different types of people that are connected to the deen, that you feel empowered. You think, okay, I can do this.
Being able to interact with people from different traditions is something that's opened me up, something that's benefited me when I've gone outside as well. And that's what I've learned, like how to tolerate and how to love.
The Darul Uloom are doing a fantastic job in training students in reading texts, in the liturgical aspect of serving. And there's a small gap with graduates in terms of engaging with the wider community once they leave the Darul Uloom.
They really understood where we were coming from, what our background was, what we had studied, and because they acknowledged what we had studied, they understood what perspective we were looking at it from. They were able to help us and guide us.
That gap, I think, is filled by CMC with the 18 modules they cover, world religions, counselling, media training. You learn so much.
If you're studying 18 new topics, it's 18 more ways of broadening your mind.
Modules were, I think, the main attracting point for us. I think they were very carefully picked.
Yeah.
Communication skills really stood out for me because the line of work that I'm in as an imam,
I learned a lot from debate club. We had a debate club and the class used to get together every few weeks and have a topic, and we used to really go for it.
I don't think there's a place like CMC, in the UK at least. It's just so unique, and the quality of teaching is excellent. I don't think you can get this quality anywhere else, and the staff and the lecturers who come to teach, the general environment, I don't think you can find it anywhere else in the UK.
Seeing this level of professionalism, the product being delivered and in a manner which was beneficial for the students, such that they could take that away and benefit other people with their knowledge and their tools and the things that they learned in the Cambridge Muslim College. Alhamdulillah, that's what surprised me.
If you're an imam, a teacher, or if you're in any role after Darul Uloom, the experience at CMC will definitely enrich you and make you a more rounded individual.
CMC really helped me to become sort of holistic, having a holistic approach to things. We may have been studying lots of subjects that may appear to be secular subjects, whether it be Western intellectual history, science. The perspective from which we're looking at it is, well, we're Muslims, we need to understand this context and be able to contribute to it. Well, we're pursuing all of these things and now leaving our tradition behind. This is us, and with confidence we can maintain our identity, our Muslim identity, our roots, be confident about them, know our place in society and be able to contribute. So I think it's about strongly connecting to our, Islamic sort of heritage and our traditions and our roots, while being able to contribute to whatever we're doing in society at the same time.
I think before this, I was always a Muslim or I was British. And CMC first grounded me and made me feel like I am a confident British Muslim. All of a sudden, British issues were my issues and British values are my values. And then I felt a lot more comfortable going into the community and thinking, okay, well, I can handle this, or I can be a part of this, and I can have a say in this.
For me, I've found that CMC has given me a wider outlook on life. Especially with the aftercare which CMC also provide you with as well, that they take care of their own and we treat each other as family. So that's something which I'll always cherish from CMC.
I would not have the confidence to face a community with all the different struggles that a community comes with. I would not have the confidence to do that had it not been for the diploma at CMC. 100%. Questions of like, why should I be Muslim? Tell me, why do I need to be Muslim? I have a boyfriend, I have a relationship, why do I need to get married?
I mean, the whole experience was brilliant. It was, I really enjoyed every morning coming into class. I never felt once that I don't feel like going in today. And every day, my expectations were exceeded.
I think if we didn't do this course, we would have given up doing deen work and have gone into just normal jobs. But because of CMC, I've realised that we can actually...
You can make a difference.
Yeah, you can make a difference. You can keep going.
To be honest with you, if I didn't go to CMC, I'll be very honest with you, I don't know if I would actually be pursuing Islamic education, and that's the honest truth. And when I came to CMC, then that's it. The spark reignited within my heart. The love of the deen, the love of the Quran. We learned a lot of Quran here. So the love of the Sunnah. We did some Hadith book. And so all of these things, alhamdulillah.
All of this, the path of ilm, is also a path of ma'rifah. It's a path to better prayers, better fasting, better mahabbah of Bani Adam, so that inshallah all of this path of knowledge will become a source of sweetness and calmness for us, and others will see that calmness within us. The older generation will leave us, the younger generation will become the generation of leaders. There is a lot of good and khair and ikhlas and hard work amongst the Muslim teenagers, Muslims in their 20s, and I do have high aspirations and optimism about the future, inshallah.
Cambridge Muslim College, training the next generation of Muslim thinkers.